It's said that in the United States, every 10 seconds, an animal is abused. And it also is said that the way to figure out how good we are as a people is by how we treat those that are weaker than we are. Children and animals, people who can't defend themselves. And if that's true, then I think we're failing. Animal abuse is considered to have two sides, active and passive. Active abuse is a physical abuse, hitting an animal, kicking an animal, throwing them down the stairs, various other and sundry horrible things you can do. Passive abuse is neglect, denying or restricting them food, water, shelter, other necessities of life. Excessive discipline, which is also called good-intentioned abuse, can be just as bad as being angry and kicking an animal. There are those that say that training a dog requires you to dominate them. And in some cases, people have had good luck with this. However, the problem with that is when you dominate something, you create a situation in which you have to continue to dominate. Or you end up with an animal that's so traumatized that it can't stand anything. Both situations cause animals to turn on their owners. There is a direct connection between animal abuse and domestic abuse. And that's horrible. People who are violent with animals tend to show violence toward other people, according to the Humane Society of the United States. Also, according to the Humane Society of the United States, many people who abuse animals have marital or emotional problems. The American Humane Society states that 13% of intentional animal abuse cases involve domestic violence, and 68% of battered women report violence toward their animals, with 87% of those occurring in the presence of the woman, and 75% in children, the presence of the children, which causes both a psychological and coercive control factor. Animal abuse is never pretty. According to the U.S. Animal Abuse Classifications, which is this pie chart, 32.4% of animal abuse cases are neglect. The rest make up actual abuse, including such things as dog fighting and cruelty and such things as puppy mills. Animal abuse is illegal in all states. In some states, spectators of animal abuse are violating misdemeanor laws. Other states, it's considered a felony to be in the presence of abusive animals. Other forms of abuse, such as dog fighting, animal testing, in which products often are placed in the eyes, nose, mouth, or other bodily orifices of animals to see how they will irritate the skin or the body. And if you've ever had shampoo in your eyes, you know how bad that hurts. How would you like to have your eyes held open, shampoo placed in there, and not allowed the tear ducts to work to wash it out? That's what animals such as monkeys, rabbits, dogs, cats, all go through in animal testing. Another industry is the food and fur industry. Animal poaching is huge. We've lost somewhere around 75% of wild animals in the wild, non-domesticated animals, because somebody thinks that their body parts or their fur or something else is useful to make humans better. Animal neglect can be as simple as not giving your animal enough food. And there are signs. An animal that's tied up alone, attended without sufficient food and water, no shelter for inclement weather, unclean confinements, all of those are indications of animal neglect and abuse. and should be reported to your closest animal control facility. Did you know that dogfighting has once been considered to be a sport? I'd like to say that's the 10,000 dogs that die in illegal dogfighting every year, according to rescuing.org. Some of the problems with the industries with breeding our animals is such things as kept in small and confined cages. Worldwide, 15 million mammals are research mammals. 1.13 million animals used in the U.S. for product testing. There are bait dogs that are thrown into the cages with dogfighting dogs. They have no way to defend themselves. They're often muzzled and are allowed to be ripped apart alive. There are laws and regulations on the books to protect animals, but in way too many cases, human beings feel that they have the right. Perhaps one of the most horrible aspects of animal abuse and neglect is that in the U.S. alone, 3 to 4 million healthy, loving, adoptable cats and dogs are euthanized in shelters because there are too many animals and too few homes. 3 to 4 million dogs. 3 to 4 million cats. 3 to 4 million loving, wonderful animals die. Don't keep it to yourself. If you see it, report it. You can save a life. All lives count. Human, animal, anything alive has the right to live safe and happy. Thank you.